Hello friends, this is Mr. Vipul Samsare. Once again welcome you in our new video lecture. Today we are going to see a microscopy of different leaves. So we will see the different microscopic characteristics of leaves. So first is Azadirachta. So synonym of Azadirachta is neem or nimba. So these are the dried leaves of Azadirachta indica belonging to family Meliaceae. The microscopic characteristics of Azadirachta, the first is epidermal cells. The epidermal cells of Azadirachta are polygonal in shape and thin and straight wall parenchyma is also there. Then trichomes is the second microscopic characteristics of Azadirachta. The Azadirachta consists of covering trichomes with unicellular and thick wall covering trichomes. Third microscopic characteristics, that is stomata. So Azadirachta contains anomocytic stomata. Just see the powder microscopy of Azadirachta. So the powder of Azadirachta shows the epidermal cells, which are again thin and straight wall polygonal cells. The covering trichomes, which is unicellular and thick wall. Then powder of Azadirachta also shows the xylem vessel, which are lignified and thick wall. The calcium oxalate crystals in the Azadirachta powder, that shows the prism and cluster type calcium oxalate crystals. Just see the diagnosis of Azadirachta. So in presence of fluoroglycinol and concentrated hydrochloric acid, the Azadirachta show the red color, and which is the characteristic feature of the lignified xylem vessel. Second, in presence of Sudan red, the cuticles in Azadirachta shows the red color. Then identification of this Azadirachta using the two different chemical tests. So the aqueous extract of Azadirachta, when treated with ferric chloride solution, it showed the dark color, and this dark color is due to the phenolic compounds in Azadirachta. Second, the dilute potassium permanganate solution, when treated with concentrated aqueous extract of Azadirachta, that shows the discoloration of potassium permanganate, that is violet color of potassium permanganate get decolorized in presence of phenolic compounds in Azadirachta. So these are the two important chemical tests of Azadirachta. The second plant, that is Bacopa, which is also known as Jal Brahmi or simply Brahmi. These are the fresh leaves of Bacopa Monieri belonging to family Scrofulariaceae. So the microscopic characteristics of these Bacopa leaves consist of epidermal cells, which are amoeba shape, and thin and wavy parenchymatous cells. So these Bacopa consist of sessile glandular trichomes with multicellular head and anomocytic stomata with three different subsidiary cells. The most important thing, these three different subsidiary cells are undistinguishable from the epidermal cells in Bacopa. Just see the powder microscopy. The powder shows the epidermal cell, which are rectangular in shape, and the sessile glandular trichomes with multicellular head. Also the powder shows the lignified vessel. The diagnosis, again, in presence of fluoroglycinol and concentrated HCl, this lignified xylem vessel shows the red color, and in presence of Sudan red, the cuticle shows the red color. Then third plant, that is Centella, which is also known as Mandukaparni or Indian pennywort. These are the dried as well as fresh leaves of Centella asiatica belonging to family Umbelliferae. The microscopic characteristics, the first is epidermal cells. So these epidermal cells of Centella are thin and straight wall polygonal cells. Then the trichomes are not visible in these leaves, the Centella. Then stomata, these are the diastatic stomata, with few stomata may be parasitic in nature. So the Centella consists of diastatic stomata, and few number of stomata are parasitic. The powder microscopy shows the polygonal shape epidermal cell, then diastatic stomata and spiral and lignified xylem vessel. This is again important microscopic characteristics. The diagnosis using two different reagents. So first is fluoroglucinol and concentrated HCl in 1:1 proportion. So the lignified xylem vessels in plant shows the red color and the cuticle shows the red color in presence of Sudan red. Next, the eucalyptus plant. This is also known as Nilgiri or Folia eucalyptus. These are fresh leaves of Eucalyptus globulus belonging to family Myrtaceae. So microscopic characteristics of eucalyptus shows the epidermal cells, the first important microscopic characteristic. The epidermal cells of eucalyptus are thin and straight wall polygonal cells. The most important thing, the trichomes are absent in eucalyptus, and the stomata in eucalyptus are anomocytic stomata with irregular number of subsidiary cells. So the trichomes are absent in eucalyptus. This is the most important point in eucalyptus. The powder microscopy of eucalyptus shows the epidermal cells which are polygonal and thin wall parenchymatous cells. The stomata, again this is the anomocytic stomata. Then lignified xylem vessels are also there in eucalyptus powder. Then prism shape and clusters of calcium oxalate crystals. Then eucalyptus also contain pericyclic fibers which are lignified with tapering ends. So in presence of fluoroglucinol and concentrated HCl, these eucalyptus xylem vessels shows the red color. In presence of Sudan red, the cuticle and volatile oil glands shows the red color. In presence of hydrochloric acid, the calcium oxalate crystal get dissolved. So this is again diagnostic test. And in presence of 60% sulfuric acid, the needle shaped calcium sulfate crystals are formed because of calcium oxalate crystals are present in eucalyptus. So this calcium oxalate convert to calcium sulfate, and the needle shaped crystals of calcium sulfates are formed in presence of 60% sulfuric acid. Just see the chemical test. So the aqueous extract of eucalyptus plus ferric chloride solution shows the dark color due to the phenolic compounds. Then potassium permanganate solution plus concentrated aqueous extract, this shows the decolorization of potassium permanganate color, that is violet color get decolorized due to the phenolic compounds in eucalyptus. Then when you boil the eucalyptus and crush leaves with water, then the fumes with characteristic aroma is produced due to the volatile oil. So this is the volatile oil shows the characteristic aroma in eucalyptus. Then when the aqueous extract treated with lead subacetate solution, the white precipitate is produced due to the phenolic compounds in eucalyptus. Just see the dhatura, which is also known as dhatura herb. These are the dried leaves and flowering tops of dhatura metal belonging to family Solanaceae. The microscopic characteristics, the first is epidermal cell, which are wavy wall and rectangular arrangement. So epidermal cells are in rectangular arrangement. Next, the covering trichomes, which are uniseriate and multicellular type of covering trichomes are present in dhatura. Then also contains the glandular trichomes with uniseriate stalk and 2 to 4 cell head. So this is the type of glandular trichome. So both type of trichomes are present in dhatura. Then also contains the anisocytic stomata with 3 subsidiary cells. The powder microscopy of drug shows the wavy wall epidermal cells, then anisocytic stomata, then thick wall lignified xylem vessels, then spirophytes crystals of calcium oxalate which occur in the spongy parenchymatous cell. Then covering trichomes and glandular trichomes both are also present in the drug. In presence of fluoroglucinol and concentrated HCl, the xylem vessels of drug show the pink color. In presence of dilute acid, it is insoluble. The calcium oxalate crystals are insoluble. In presence of 60% sulfuric acid, the needle shaped calcium sulfate crystals are formed. from calcium oxalate. Next, see the digitalis, which is also known as foxglove leaves. These are the dried leaves of digitalis purpurea belonging to family Scrophulariaceae. The microscopic characteristics show the epidermal cells which are polygonal in nature. Then also shows the covering and glandular trichomes. So covering trichomes are uniseriate multicellular trichomes and glandular trichomes are unicellular stalk with uni or bicellular head. Also contains the stomata, which is anomocytic or ranunculaceous stomata in digitalis. The powder microscopy shows the epidermal cells which are polygonal in nature, then stomata, that is ranunculaceous or anomocytic stomata, lignified xylem vessels. The calcium oxalate crystals are absent in digitalis, the most important microscopic characteristic. Then shows the covering and glandular trichomes. The covering trichomes uniseriate multicellular trichomes and glandular trichomes which is unicellular stalk with uni or bicellular head. In presence of fluoroglycinol and concentrated HCl, the xylem vessel shows the pink color. In presence of dilute iodine solution, the starch in endodermis shows the blue color, and in presence of Sudan red, the cuticles shows the red color. So these are important diagnostic tests for digitalis. Next, the digitalis lanata, which is also known as woolly foxglove leaves or Austrian foxgloves. These are the dried leaves of digitalis lanata belonging to family Scrophulariaceae. It shows the epidermal cells which are beaded and thin cuticle covering epidermal cells. Then glandular trichomes with unicellular stalk and bicellular head. The stomata is also there, that is anomocytic or ranunculaceous stomata. The powder microscopy shows the beaded thin cuticle covering epidermal cells, ranunculaceous or anomocytic stomata, then glandular as well as covering trichomes. The glandular trichomes are unicellular stalk with bicellular head, which are very rare, but the covering trichomes are more predominant, which are the uniseriate in nature with 2 to 10 cells. The calcium oxalate crystals are absent in this plant. See the diagnostic test in presence of fluoroglycinol and concentrated HCl. The lignified cells of vascular bundle shows the pink color. In presence of dilute iodine solution, the starch in endodermis shows the blue color, and in presence of Sudan red, the cuticle shows the red color. These are important diagnostic tests. Then next, the senna, which is also known as Tinnevelly senna or Sonamukhi. These are the dried leaves of Cassia angustifolia belonging to family Leguminosae. It shows the epidermal cells which are polygonal in nature with thin and straight wall parenchymatous cells. The covering trichomes which are unicellular, conical with bulbous base. So base of this unicellular covering trichomes is bulbous and end is conical. So stomata, which is most important, that is parasitic or rubiaceous stomata in senna. The powder microscopy shows the polygonal epidermal cells, then parasitic stomata, the unicellular covering trichomes with conical end and bulbous base. The prismatic calcium oxalate crystals are show basically microscopic characteristics of senna, but also contains the clusters. Then lignified and angular thickening xylem vessels are also there in senna. In presence of fluoroglycinol and concentrated HCl, the xylem vessel shows the red or pink color. In presence of ruthenium red, the mucilaginous cells in epidermis shows the red or pink color. Next, in presence of Sudan red, as we discussed, the cuticle shows the pink color. In presence of dilute acetic acid, the calcium oxalate crystals are insoluble, and the 60% sulfuric acid when treated with the senna, the calcium sulfate crystals are formed from calcium oxalate. So these are important diagnostic tests. Next, the Vasaka, which is known as Adathoda or also known as Adulsa. These are the dried and fresh leaves of Adathoda vasaca belonging to family Acanthaceae. It shows the epidermal cells which are polygonal in nature with thin wall parenchymatous cells. The uniseriate with 2 to 4 cells type covering trichomes is also there in vasaca with dicytic stomata. The type of stomata in vasaca is dicytic. The powder microscopy shows the polygonal epidermal cells, then dicytic stomata, covering trichomes which is uniseriate and 2 to 4 cells. The prismatic and acicular shape calcium oxalate crystals and lignified xylem vessels. Next, just see the diagnosis. In presence of fluoroglucinol and concentrated HCl, the lignified xylem vessel shows the pink or red color. In presence of hydrochloric acid, the cystolith in the plant basically soluble with effervescence. Then the dilute acetic acid, in presence of dilute acetic acid, the calcium oxalate crystals are insoluble, and in presence of 60% sulfuric acid, the needle shaped calcium sulfate crystals are formed from calcium oxalate crystals.